Good morning, guys. So you remember the other day, we talked about the duck pond drying up, and it's still dry. We've got one little bit of water here, and that's it. But we have rain in the forecast for like the next 5 days. So I'm out here early trying to get ahead of the rain so that I can clean up this duck pond. I'm gonna clean it out. I'm gonna fix the dam over here, put in a better overflow, and get this to where it's gonna hold water again for them, because I don't wanna have to haul water over here every day. It's just too much hassle, takes too much time. And once we get some rain, it should fill back up and they'll be taken care of. So let's get these ducks taken care of. All right, let's see what we can do with this mess. Save this. We're gonna reinstall it over here, I think. Really had hoped I could get the tractor down in here and clean this out because it's so dry, but obviously it's not that dry. Pretty good idea it wasn't gonna work, but I also knew if I get stuck we could pull it out with the truck. Now I'll tell you, the biggest mistake I made there, not thinking through, was hooking to the hook on my bucket. That's a bad idea, because if you're pulling any sideways at all, you can bend the arms on your loader bucket real easy. As soon as he started pulling, I thought of what I'd done, but at that point it was too late. So, but he didn't snatch me too hard, didn't pull it sideways, so it's gonna be all right. But so this duck pond, where it gathers so much silt from the runoff off of the hill, it's kind of an every year thing. Clean it out and gum around in it, and it's kind of my practice grounds for using the Kubota and learning where I can go and how deep in the mud I can get and all of those things. And you know, I'm not the best at it, don't always make the best decisions, and so my first go at it, I run her straight in the mud just to try it out, and that didn't work. We got her hung. So I ended up just turning the thing around, got my backhoe, and gathered me up a bunch of dirt right here so I can build up my dam on this side a little better. And now, if you know anything about building a pond, you know you don't want to take this runoff topsoil leaf mix mess and try to build a dam that's going to seal and hold water tight. But that's not our problem. Water leaking out is not our problem, because obviously you can tell this is a soggy spot that we've reached the driest point of the year, and because the dam blew out because of my overflow pipe being in the wrong spot. The water just drained down too low to where when we had our dry spell, it dried out. So if I can get this to where the overflow keeps the water level at about, you know, a couple feet deep or whatever, then this thing will never dry out. Every time it rains, we get all the runoff off the hill. So seriously, if it rains any at all this afternoon, this thing will be full. So that's why I'm out here kind of racing against the rain to try and get this thing done, because I don't want to have to haul water to these ducks. I want to get it to where it's holding enough water to where I don't have to fool with that the rest of this summer. So, race is on. The next step is to grab this extra dirt that I pulled off of here, and we're going to get the tractor and the front end loader, take some of it around here and kind of even this out a little bit, and we should be able to call it a day. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pick up a shovel. That's a bad word on this farm. Let's clean out our overflow. Now we gotta put the fence back, and we beat the rain, so that's good, but it should be here any minute. So we'll see how this does. I didn't use a transit to set my overflow, so who knows, it may blow out again, but I'm just out here playing anyway, so it's all good. Now, I would have rather gotten all of the silt cleaned out of the middle of that duck pond so that I had a good deep pond for them to, you know, also buy me more time for the silt to not fill it back in and all that. But we got enough deep spots in there, and I think pretty much everything that I churned up will be underwater once it fills back up. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with what I was able to accomplish in this mucky mess, and I can tell you these R14 tires are 1,000 times better in this mud than the R4s were. I was able to do more and get in a little deeper than I ever would have been with those R4s. So I was happy to see that too. Of course, anytime anything changes, the ducks are all, you know, excited trying to figure it out. But now we're ready for the rain. We made it, we beat it, and actually the sun's popping through the clouds. So turned out to be a pretty good morning. I got out here early to try to beat it, and I may try to move on to the next project and see what I can get done up on the hill at the cabin build. But for now, that's gonna do it on this project. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching me run the BX and the backhoe in the mud and have a good time. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day.